Hi, I'm Mickey with Cat and Mouse Astrology. Here we are in February of 2025. It is the full moon in Leo, big and bright. It's there in the night, and we're going to take a look at it. This is a quick video. Cat is not with us this time, but she'll be back for our new moon. Let's take a look at this baby. So here's our moon, here's our chart. And here we have a very bright, bright, shining moon in the sign of Leo, where the kitty cat is pointing, across from the sun, and the sun is conjoined with Mercury. Mercury, the psychopomp. Mercury that can go down into Hades and say hello and pop back up into the heavens and visit with the goddesses and gods. And these are in square, they're oppositions, of course. A moon that is full is opposite of sun, which is in the realm of a red aspect, let's put it that way. And we also have Uranus in the mix because they are both square Uranus. This is a changing moon. Scroll back up for a second. So we got changes, we've got messages, we've got feelings. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. So the Leo full moon in February is a heartfelt moon. It's a heartfelt moon. We also have another configuration here I've highlighted, and that's Saturn and Mars. These are our main players in this game. There's also a mystic rectangle, but we're not going to get into that too deep right now. We're just really going to focus on these main aspects that are impacting everybody and the world at large. So Saturn is in a trine with Mars, and they're the malefics. They're the ones that if they're not getting along, well, life can be hard. When they are getting along, well, life can be more active, more functional, more able to move forward. And Mars is at a very pivotal point in Cancer. Mars has been on a journey of moving forward and going back. When you go someplace and you visit and you leave, and then you have to go, oh, darn, I forgot my keys, my phone, my coat, and you have to go back. Mars went back, and Mars has been on this return journey back to Cancer. And Cancer is where, you want to take a look. What house is Cancer for you? Count from your first house over to Cancer and figure out what does that mean for you, because this is a pivotal point, as I say. 17 degrees is crucial. And where we are having this conversation with Saturn, it's not a short-term conversation. It's not going to last forever. However, it's really a couple, 2, 3 weeks, way longer than Mars normally has a conversation. So if it's intense for you, it can be intense for a little while. And if it's something that's providing impetus to you, well, it's going to give you a real opportunity at impetus for this change promised by Uranus. So let's take a little bit look of a deeper variety. Here's our interpretation. Think synchronistic swimming, a sport where swimmers perform choreographed routines in water. It's a different set of skills required to stay afloat and also act. And that's your focus. Stay afloat and act. If you can do this, you are going to find real benefits after Mars moves into new territory and moves into Leo. This is a Leo full moon. So this is a culmination. Mars is going to go back forward to Leo, back to the future. And that return to Leo as Mars is moving forward is going to take us on into a future. If you've done preparation, if you prepared for these things coming by using this trine of Mars and Saturn, then this full moon in Leo can herald some really positive changes for you. So the full moon in Leo highlights your accomplishments in a surprising way. or creates a change. Saturn is working with Mars, and that focuses our attention, our actions with precision and with skill. So this is a time to pinpoint your strategy. Mars pruned Leo. Mars cuts back. Mars isn't always bad. When we think of Mars, often in a Hellenistic astrology way, in a more ancient astrology way, Mars is a malefic. Um, but even as a malefic, there is a benefit in cutting something back. Any gardener knows you've got to trim. You've got to trim the trees. You've got to cut the plants back at certain times of the year in order for them to grow better in the future. So we pruned in Leo. When Mars was going retrograde over the last couple of months, we were doing a pruning job wherever you have Leo in preparation for new growth that will begin again in April. So something is going to change for you, and you can see exactly where it's coming and when it's coming by using astrology. That's why I love it. I'm going to go back up to where I started and look at our keywords again. Oops, wait, I put them down here. Keywords. There they are. I put them with the squares. It's a moon square Uranus. And this can be interpreted as changing emotions, transforming memories. You know, you think about something from the past in a different way, and it changes your feelings. You know, you get some new insight about something that you've always viewed in a certain way, and suddenly you're like, oh, well, grandma never meant it that way, or whatever. It's an emotional surprise. It could change relationships or our perception of relationships. It could also be the end of a rope. The moon square Uranus could be like, oh, nope, I'm done. Can't do this anymore. I've reached the end of a rope. Or it could be, oh, I'm letting loose. I'm jumping off into something new here. And it also could have to do with technology. Uranus, the planet of technological changes, of lightning, of the strike that brightens the sky for an instant so we can suddenly see. There could be a new technology, and the moon represents our home, our mother, our emotions. So that new technology could have a real impact on, our day-to-day lives. So these are some key words to think about as we look at the relationship of this full moon with Uranus, which is a square. I don't think I skipped something. Yeah, I did. Okay, so here's Venus. And Venus spent a good long time in her place of love, uh, which is Pisces. And she, like Mars, is doing a dance where she goes forward a little ways and then she comes back a little ways. And right now she's moving on forward. She is in the sign of Aries. She is strutting her stuff in Aries. Venus is powerful on one level in Aries in that she is no pansy there. She is destined for a renewal because she's going to be moving back to greet Saturn again. So she walked by Saturn a little while back in Pisces and said, hey, baby, how's it going? And she's going to come back again to Pisces and make sure all of her ducks are in a row. And in April 2025, she will step into a new future. And so will we all. A new and positive future because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and Venus will be in a new place, beginning a new era. Mars is bullseye on the spot of 17 degrees. As I said, the place of focus. What actions are you reviewing? After 3/8/25, things are going to begin to roll forward. So here's our meaning, our Sabian symbol. We miss Kat at this point because she is a wonderful interpreter and gives us such great feedback, but she'll be back. And 17 degrees is going to be here for a while, so we're going to be talking about this. The unfoldment of a multi-level potentiality. It's like looking through a prism, and this is the seed, the germ, where we can look at all the different opportunities. Another way might be, imagine looking down a hallway of doors, and you got the key to all of them. Which door are you going to choose? It's our life urge to actualize our potential. Mars in Cancer, we had a Moon Mars conjunction a while back, and now we're going to have another one coming up on March 8th. So, Mars again is pruning, and we have to, use the action of Mars and the energy of Mars wisely. So don't allow yourself to get in fights. This is a protective place in Cancer. This is a place where Mars wants to maybe lash out or be not straightforward, because the Cancer is the crab and moves sideways. So because of that protective and sideways sort of nature of Mars in Cancer, be careful. Be careful of how you're communicating your emotions. There are bright spots here. We looked at those squares. The trines shine our light in some positive ways. Again, Mars and Saturn is a trine. So it allows us to swim like an Olympian. Your energy is at an all-time peak. You have been here before. You practice these strokes. You know what you're doing. Now is the time to focus that energy. Saturn gives you that skill and precision that you need, that you've worked for. Go for it. Venus is trine Pluto, and this trine is also going to be repeated. Um, whether you're an artistic person and involved in an art project, or in a love relationship, or you cook, and each meal is something that you perform with joy and share with others. Venus guides you to deeper realms and allows you an opportunity for a powerful transformation wherever Venus in Aries is for you, wherever Aries is for you. And again, Pluto has just started a new journey in Aquarius. So this trine is particularly juicy and lovely. It's deep. It's deep. So there's a lot of fun stuff going on with this beautiful Leo full moon. I hope you enjoy it. We'll see you at the new moon. Cheers.